Alright boys, welcome back to another special day. We are back. Food Poison G is no more. We are back with the videos. So now we're gonna watch Sensible Saiyan's Goku versus Frieza, which I think is gonna be less technical but very fun to watch anyway. Also, I got the microphone set up right here. It's very bootleg, but you can see it. Cardboard box with a hole in it for some reason, and we got an ankle weight to hold it down. Look at that. So if you didn't think Yaoji could get more bootleg, there you go. So as ironic it is for me to say it, I really hate like raw reaction videos, but Sensible Saiyan's videos are so good and there's so much content within like almost every second. I have to put it in the video. I tried editing and chopping it up so I'm most of the video, but most of the time it just doesn't create it just misses a lot of content. So I'm gonna make this a series where I am watching Sensible Saiyan, but after that we're gonna dive into more Dragon Ball fights and maybe some anime fights where he didn't make a video on it yet, and then I'll dive into it more. So don't worry, I will put effort, don't worry. Okay, Yaoji, we get it, just start the freaking video. Okay, so before we begin, here's my prediction. Obviously we know the story, Goku wins, but I think this is going to be a lot more emotional. Like, we're going to see a lot more reckless Goku because he is powering up to Kaioken. He does go Super Saiyan. He does get arrogant while he's Super Saiyan. So I feel like they're going to portray that into their fighting style. So it's going to be completely different from Goku versus Cell, where it's just a battle of wit, a battle of technicality. It's not really, it's more skill for skill. But I think Goku versus Frieza, they are literally fighting to the death. They don't know what's going to happen, okay? So I feel like they're going to portray that in the choreography. So
Goku versus Frieza on Namek. And I know what you're thinking. Why did this take so long?
You didn't say please!
Just a little background real quick, and we're gonna get right into it. Frieza is in his final form. He's pummeling Vegeta while the Z Fighters watch, knowing they're next up on the menu.
Bro.
Any hope they had of not
just
getting
heavies,
tortured and bodied is
hooks.
long gone. But while they're watching this massacre, Goku finally finishes recovering in the healing chamber and gets right to business. Look at the distance he covers while Frieza is about to deliver the finishing blow. This was the best pull-up in all of DBZ, period. And just the confidence too, as he's walking towards the biggest menace in the entire universe, flexing his aura with a smile on his face.
God dang.
It's not me glazing here either, the writers knew how cold this was. Years later at the end of the Cell Saga, when Gohan is reminiscing about his dad, he says what he'll never forget about him out of everything they've been through is this moment, when they were up against Frieza knowing they couldn't win, how he just walked right up to him. Man, chills. Anyways, Frieza tests him to see if he's legit, and Goku passes with flying colors. Vegeta thinks he became a Super
skipping
Saiyan,
this part?
and
Okay.
Frieza kills him for yapping about it. After an
I guess the
emotional
fight didn't
speech,
officially start,
Goku,
yeah.
now more in touch with his Saiyan roots, buries his former rival. He's even more locked in now, as if he didn't already have enough motivation for this one. Man, I can go on and on, cause Namek was a masterpiece, but you're here for the fight, so let's get it. Since we're dealing with the longest fight in anime history, I'm splitting it up into two parts, and scoring each one like it's its own fight, both with the 10-point must system. This video is part 1, and it's scheduled for 5 rounds. After each round, the winner gets 10 points, and the loser gets 9 points or less depending on how badly they lost, and how much damage they took. If it goes all 5 rounds, the scores get tallied, and the fighter with more points wins. But the fight can end in any round by stoppage. Okay, let's get right into it. Sound the bell, round 1, let's go. It starts off with Goku and Frieza facing off, having a stare down, and I love this right here. Goku gives Piccolo the most subtle look, and he immediately understands the assignment. He yells at the gang to book it so he can fully lock in. There's that laser focus we need right now. He lunges in with an explosive first step and throws a massive right hand that gets blocked. You see the power behind the shot while Frieza is standing there like a brick wall. They disappear and we see flashes of high-speed exchanges. Frieza dodges the head kick.
Okay. Head kick, yeah, there we go.
Goku catches the right hand.
Okay. I said it before my last video. Don't catch punches like that. Especially when that stance of Frieza, he can easily just punch your face, you know.
Tries to come in with his own.
Oh, okay.
But
We're adding flight here.
High speed exchanges in the air here while the terrain is getting lit up by the shockwaves. Watch this. Frieza comes in with a nice 3-piece combo, but Goku slips the right hand on.
Okay, right hand. The first frame we saw Frieza Southpaw. There's not that much Southpaws in the world, but I think you notice in fighting games, there's always one fighter just for the sake of the camera angle. One's orthodox and one's Southpaw just for the sake of the camera angle and their character. So we're going to see a lot of Southpaws, even though in the real world, there's only like, what, 10% Southpaws. So he goes for a jab, not the rear hand. We need to know this. He goes for a jab.
The outside, pulls back.
Jab again, your double jab.
From the left and beautifully rolls under the head kick.
Oh, so he did jab to the face, jab to the body, and then high kick. I'm gonna steal that. That's a good one.
Then he slips another right hand from Frieza, but this time...
Okay, they're flying. So they're flying now, so we don't need to take into consideration too much if it applies well to a real combat sport. Okay. Oh, duh.
The outside angle and launches a big counter, but Frieza recomposes himself in time and dodges by flying over him and going into a spin. Goku tries to attack while he's vulnerable here, but it was just bait for this.
That's an iconic that's an iconic drop kick of Goku. It's very iconic.
Counter. Frieza throws a combo with his tail, but whoop, whoop, whoop.
Here we go, here we go.
Goku recomposes, but here...
You've heard of Muay Thai, the art of the 8 limbs. Frieza's the art of the 9 limbs. Maybe 10 if he feels like it.
Here's the thing about this style matchup. Goku's almost always more athletic and acrobatic.
Oh, I can't wait to rewatch this
he's
too.
He's dealing with someone even more nimble than he is here. Smaller, quicker, and Frieza's got the X factor here with his tail that lets him set up shots from really awkward angles. It's funny, he's having to deal with a lot of the same problems his opponents had to deal with when he was a kid in OG Dragon Ball. And Frieza's automatic too. Follows up immediately with the Ki Blast when Goku lands. He's got to use a Kamehameha to propel himself away from the beam. Goku hops into the explosion debris.
Okay. So a lot of stuff went down, obviously. But coming into this fight, none of them know how strong each other is. So they're playing it very conservative at the start. So you need to think about that when we are scoring the rounds. When he's scoring the rounds.
And Frieza throws a flurry of eye lasers that all miss. And he's like, wait a second, he can't sense ki? And keep that in mind, he's going to utilize that advantage here throughout the fight, as he should. Also, keep that in mind for some of the crazy timing you're going to see from Frieza throughout this fight. I mentioned it in my Piccolo vs. Frieza analysis, how insane his timing is, but it's even crazier when you find out he's doing all of this without even being able to sense energy. Bro is just wired. That's that God-given talent. He finds his target and continues shooting the beams, but Goku's dodging beautifully. Then he blocks a right hand and fires off his own that Frieza slips head.
Wait, let me go back. You guys told me if I use the comma, we go frame by frame, so we're gonna do that. Oh, damn. That art is amazing. Okay. So now now he uses the rear hand. Goku looks tall as hell here. So he uses the rear hand. That leaves him quite what the fuck is this? Okay, so Goku's squared up, so we don't count that.
Fires off his own that
rear
Frieza
hand. They're very... The thing is, the fact that they're so fast and they can fly, we don't really know what is considered in the pocket or not in the pocket, or what's boxing range or kickboxing range or headbutt range or clinch range, because they can fly and they can teleport and they're so fast. So I won't consider this like a bad slip, because, you know, this dude is Frieza so fast.
Slips heavy on the outside so he can set up a head kick counter. Block.
Oh, I would have gone for the knee, but head kick? Okay.
Dodge. Another head kick blocked by Goku.
Oh my god, they're fast as hell. Okay, another head kick. Well, Frieza wants to go for the head kick. Okay, good to know. Okay.
He tries to counter with a big hook and changes it with his own head kick, but Frieza cuts the nastiest angle here by swooping underneath him and getting behind him. I'm telling you, bro, his aerial game is a 10 out of 10. But watch this. Frieza tries to catch him with a double hammer fist, but Goku pulls back and counters with a downward elbow. Clean money. He follows up with the right hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what did he do? So he did so from the high kick, that's obviously vulnerable. You can't really do much after a high kick besides like the rear hand, but yeah, he used the rear hand of his body to just block instead of attacking more. So he blocked Goku's rear hand. Okay, makes sense. Zoom in on his ass. Okay, and then he follows it up with a kick. Ah, okay, so Goku did it instead. All right, I see it. I see the game now. I see the game. And then he sees it coming. They're all like 3 steps ahead. They're all 3 steps ahead.
Getting behind him. I'm telling you, bro, his aerial game is a 10 out of 10. But watch this. Frieza tries to catch him with a double hammer fist, but Goku pulls back and counters with a downward elbow. Clean money. He follows up with the right hand, but a block, and the head kick finally lands for Frieza. And again, immediate follow-up Ki Blast that also lands.
Oh,
blocked.
smart.
Frieza thinks it's GG, but Goku pulls up behind him like,
hey, I'm just getting started, little brother. I'm coming for it all.
Frieza's like, where did this guy come from? As they're falling down, Goku throws a right hand, but Frieza disappears. He's trying to find him. There he is, double Ki Blast to the hillside, but Frieza dodges and disappears again. Goku anxious trying to find him once more, but this time Frieza gets the jump on him, comes out of the water and throws a ki blast that can't be dodged in time. He does catch it though, and it sends him backwards, but he's just able to bounce it back. Frieza follows up with an eye laser that Goku...
Oh yeah, I wanted to say this as well. Because it's the first round, or they don't know each other, they obviously aren't going full power. You know, like, why doesn't Frieza just use the death ball straight away and get it over and done with? That's just not how it works. That's just not how it works. So they never know, because Goku just deflected. Because if you do attack, they don't know if you're going to dodge it. They don't know if they're going to deflect it. They don't know if they're going to block it. They don't know if they're going to counter it with an even bigger attack. So this is a good thing to do. Good thing to do in the first round.
Goku dodges easily this time, but it was actually meant for Planet Namek.
Also, I think Frieza's a bit of a bitch, and he doesn't like to go all out straight away.
Lava erupts from the planet, and as he dodges it, Frieza pressures him with some more laser beams. Then here comes another ki blast that stirs up the lava some more, and Frieza uses his telekinesis to launch it at him. He blocks it with his ki, but he uses that as a setup to land his tail strike to the back, chaining his offense beautifully again. Goku hanging off this cliff. Bro, you know you can fly, right? He does the same thing against Majin Vegeta, just let go. He comes out of the lava as it erupts, and shoots a Kamehameha at it to patch the opening. Frieza tries to land on him while he's distracted, but he dodges and builds some distance. He tells him to leave the planet out of their battle, and Frieza agrees, but as we all know, bro's not gonna keep his word whatsoever. This part kills me. Frieza's like, wait, you're the one who killed Captain Ginyu. And Goku's like, not killed, changed. He was blue, now he's green. And Frieza's like, ha, very funny. Time out here. First of all, that joke did not hit. You got your colors wrong. He wasn't blue. Also, Frieza had no context for this joke. Why would he think it's funny? Anyways, let's get back to the action. Frieza launches an invisible ki blast with his mind that makes a big explosion. But Goku dodges it, shows him how it's done, and lands his own that almost sends him into the water, but... the teleportation...
Okay, I feel like this is the part where emotions kick in a little bit. A little bit of recklessness is going to happen now.
Look at this. Frieza comes out of the water and lands a head kick that sends Goku into the water.
Wait, he went up and head kick, and then Goku went down?
The use of the environment in this fight is just the best in the entire show. It reminds me of the classic Jackie Chan movies where he's using chairs, tables, ladders, just all kinds of stuff around him to win a fight, just on a mega scale. Very high IQ play by Goku here. While he's
I like this one.
He uses
nothing to do with
actual
fighting, but this is just good.
Key to his advantage. He makes 2 Kamehameha orbs that he's gonna use like torpedoes. Dude is always adding new creativity to this move, I swear. He launches the first one at Frieza. It shocks him, but he still manages to dodge. Frieza wants to launch his own ki blast in retaliation, but he almost gets caught with torpedo number 2. While he's recomposing, Goku is out of the water and lands the cleanest head kick and best shot of the fight so far that sends Frieza a mile away. Look at the destruction this caused. It's funny, almost a decade later, Gohan tries something really similar when he was in the same situation against the Burra.
Kick.
Look at this trash.
Drop
no
kick.
wonder he retired early. Deep down in his heart, he knew he was not him. But anyways, Frieza blasts his way out of this mountain and brushes it off. He gives Goku his props by saying this is the first time someone besides his parents were able to hurt him, and these two reset as round 1 comes to a close. It was a super close round, but I'm gonna score this one a 10-9 for Goku.
10-9 Goku. I think so. I think that last drop kick did a lot of damage, because he was flying like across the sky basically, and it's a drop kick too. So maybe you haven't seen like that much drop kicks in a fight. I think the closest thing in terms of technicalities like the rolling thunder, and then with rolling thunders is that you end on the ground. So and ideally you hit with your heel. It's like a front roll, and then you hit with your heel to the opponent's head. But with also drop kicks, they kind of work in some situations. It's just very risky. And I think Goku's, the fact that he's like Super Saiyan, okay, not yet. The fact that he's like superhuman, it works.
Let's look at the stats. Very low landed from both fighters, but Frieza had a slight numbers advantage here. But it's not just quantity, it's quality. And that's how Goku ended up stealing the round, was the work he got off at the very end with the Kamehameha diversion. This was by far the best shot landed and the best play in the entire round. But guys, we're only getting started.
Wow, oh my god.
Let's move on to round 2. Frieza starts this one off coming in slick, and then he uses his telekinesis again, this time to control these rocks. And I'm just assuming they're juiced up by his ki, otherwise you might as well throw sticks of butter at him. He launches them and Goku's just amazed that he can do this all with his mind. Frieza actually has an incredibly deep bag that I feel like doesn't get talked about often, but maybe that's just me. Goku fires off a scattered ki blast to wipe out all the rocks, and he comes back down cocky. Look at him. This time Frieza gathers a humongous rock and throws it at him, but Goku's got that look in his eye. He's on that same Dom Toretto like when he fought Piccolo Jr.
I'm not running!
He catches the rock, but it pushes him back
copyright?
all the way
Maybe.
to this mountain. Then we see this ki blast slice through it like a hot knife on butter, while Goku bursts through it and resets. But Frieza, not letting up at all, just like last round, chains one attack after another like usual, and traps him with this ki ball that's powered by his telekinesis. And if the ball touches anything aside from Frieza, it'll detonate. He hits him with the tail and it sends him flying back and forth like a pinball. Some more pinball action here. Goku's getting racked.
Okay, nothing technical for me to add, but this is pure dominance. He's clearly gonna win round 2, I think.
Then he catches him and launches a ki blast that sends him flying into the ground, and the ball detonates in a
yeah,
massive
exactly. Oh my
explosion.
god.
But as the smoke clears, we see he's still alive. They explain he was able to actually outrun the explosion, and I'll let the power scalers deal with this.
Goku's reaction time would have to be 5 times the speed of light.
Bro, I'm just here to break down the hands. I'm good off that. Anyways,
me
Goku's
too.
like, man, I can't make any more mistakes around this guy. He capitalizes on it every time. That's what it's like when two elite competitors face off. It's a game of inches. One little screw up like a second lapse in judgment, and the other guy gets the advantage, just like that. Goku pulls up and Frieza gives him a proposition in his native language. That was not your
I remember
language,
that.
bro. You just spewed some nonsense. No, but he tells him, let's stop with the sandbagging
That's
and
that
get
shit
down to
talking, bro.
business. But this was... He literally finds a new way to sandbag a minute later. He asks Goku if they should continue in the ground or up in the air, and he picks ground.
You know what? I've just noticed. This is a good game plan. Obviously, Dragon Ball's from a comic, it's from manga, and then when they adapt it to anime, of course they're gonna have scenes where they're talking, and it really spaces out the time, and then you're wondering, wow, that fight was not 5 minutes. So of course when they adapt it, it does that. But if you're in a fight against planetary level people or galaxy level people, and you want to, you know, talk to them because there's no time limit in a fight, maybe it's good that you actually talk shit and talk to them like this so you can take a breather and act like you're not tired. I would do that. Okay. If you've seen some fights, all it takes is like 10 seconds, 10 more seconds in the round break, and they're a completely different person. You know, even one deep breath to just, you know, mentally, sort out the situation is enough to change the fight. So this is a good tip
Smart
that
choice,
people
by the
don't
way, 'cause
know.
Frieza definitely has the advantage in the air. Even back to the pre-fight exchange where Goku countered him with a kick, look at how Frieza slides back in the air to recompose himself. Who else is moving like this? Look at the gracefulness. Meanwhile, Goku's still using the Nimbus Cloud at the end of the Saiyan saga. Ugh. They find a
That wasn't
suitable
me, that was a
island
sound
to
effect.
continue the fight. They're on that Piccolo versus Android 17. Frieza wants to make it more interesting, and he says he's gonna stop using his hands for the rest of the fight. I told you, man's a professional sandbagger. Goku doing the classic stretch. Then he comes in with a left hook that Frieza dodges. Here comes a head kick, but a clean pull back. The
Ooh.
Goku chains
Oh. Okay, so this is very Taekwondo. He's doing a bunch of like kicks. They're almost like jabs.
into a set of back handsprings to dodge this flurry of kicks. He dodges another kick and comes back with a huge right hand that Frieza easily dodges. Then here comes Goku with his own flurry of kicks, but again,
Oh,
Frieza
whoa.
having the time of his life easily dodging these kicks. You can tell dodging for him is a lot less labored. Then he slips on the inside
Oh wow. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why doesn't Frieza just counter straight away? He could probably end the fight right there because Goku looks a bit desperate, looks a bit tired. All you need is the timing and just the power, and then bam, knocked down. Okay, probably won the round just like that. There's a bit of a game plan. I did it myself. I think the person that kind of made it famous is Tapoya, where he fought Max Holloway. There's a lot of times where he had the opportunity to counter, but he instead played the long game. He made his opponent comfortable in the boxing range and purposely not do anything. So he made him comfortable. So when the time came in the third rounds or the later rounds, he got too comfortable in the pocket, and then he finally unleashed something pretty crazy. There was a more smarter game plan to get the guaranteed hit.
Positions, but he don't take advantage of positions right away. I get here, I do nothing. I get here, I do nothing. And then, like you said, that third, fourth, fifth time he gets there, it's like, I get here, and now it's my time. Boom, boom, boom. And then he does his stuff.
So maybe this is what Frieza is doing. He's like, wait, I definitely know I'm stronger than Goku because my record is like, what, 1 million and 0? I'm just going to play it safe and just get the guaranteed hit later on because I don't need to worry about anything this guy's got to do. So I see you. I see you,
Counters
Frieza.
with a tail strike to the jaw. He stunned him with that one. 7 more unanswered tail strikes land for Frieza, but the last one wakes him up a bit. Goku's back on the offensive, just tries throwing everything he can, but he's not setting his shots up well. It's just mindless aggression. He needs to go back to a more calculated approach. Maybe he's thinking, well, he's not using his hands, so I should be able to land with enough volume. Nah, Frieza's playing him here. Look at this, sweeps his leg, but Goku comes back, again not able to land anything. Frieza turns his body in the air, and Goku thinks he has an opportunity to land a body kick, but whoop! Then Frieza grabs his leg with a tail and drags him to the ground, but Goku stops the slam and gets control of the tail. Gets him with that throw move.
So much is going on, bro.
The dragon throw. And he tries to follow up with some offense, but Frieza disappears. Comes at him again, but then again, but this time
I should talk about the dragon throw. Okay, the dragon throw is so freaking cool. I don't watch WWE. I don't actually know basically anything about WWE, but the dragon throw, where you pick up the person and you spin them around and then you throw them. You're probably wondering, why does that never happen in a real fight? You do see slams where the opponent does pick them up and slam them down, but spinning like that, I think it just consumes too much energy. Okay, there's only so much a human can do. If you're picking up someone the same weight as you and you're spinning them around, you're going to be really tired after that. Especially if they don't get damaged and they get up and then they pressure you. You're like, oh my god, why the fuck did I do that? So
dragon throw. And he tries to follow up with some offense, but Frieza disappears. Comes at him again, but then again, but this time he's distracting him with a flurry of rocks. Kicks this rock at him to overload his vision and uses that opportunity to land a
environmental
tail strike to the body.
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, we see Frieza use the tail a lot, but I think that was the perfect like tail roundhouse to the body that could break someone's ribcage so easily. But Goku caught it. Like the Muay Thai specialist he is, I think.
Grabs the tail again. He's starting to figure him out. Frieza doesn't want to get thrown again, so he initiates this time, but a block. Pull back. They're going back and forth, and Goku's timing is getting better and better. Even lands a grazing little shot here, but Frieza comes back with a low-high combo and lands the head kick.
Whoa, was that a knee and then a kick? Hold on. I thought you pressed the comma to go back by frames. I think he did a knee. He did a knee first. Yo, that is nasty. That is freak nasty. That's a flying knee to their head. Oh, what? And then Goku dodged the head kick. Okay, this animation's kind of throwing me off. So he kind of grazed the knee. And then pulled back. Like the Muay Thai specialist he is.
Head kick.
Okay.
Immediate get back here though. Body kick. Look at the pressure.
Oh, okay. Good side kick.
Rolling
Very
the shots
karate
off
style,
his shoulder.
actually.
He's on that Floyd Mayweather. But it's too close for comfort. So
Frieza is probably the type of person to have a Philly shell defense.
he grabs him with the tail and tries choking him out. But Goku bites the tail like the junkyard dog that he is and comes back with a huge kick that lands
Mike
flush
Tyson,
on the
bro.
temple.
Mike Tyson
then
reference.
He lights him up with a body shot flurry while
Okay, I don't know what this is. This is like Niji 64 palms.
he's rocked.
So
Throws a flurry of head kicks that
oh my god.
Frieza dodges so he can set up this massive right hand. Front kick to the body. Boom. Another right hand up top. Frieza's getting cooked and he has no choice, so he instinctively breaks his self-proposed limitation and throws a massive overhand right that drops his opponent.
Shit.
This punch was always so satisfying, I don't know why. Goku gets up and he's talking a big game about how he made him use his hands, and Frieza's like, yeah, whatever, deal's off. And they're going back and forth as round 2 comes to a
Okay, I think
close.
Frieza won round 2.
Another
Frieza won round 2.
round, but this one I scored a 10-9 for Frieza.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at the stats.
There we
Frieza
go.
outlanded him here. He was a lot more efficient too and had control of the round for longer. More damage dealt as well. Very competitive still, but a clear advantage here. Oh, and something to point out for the stats, I counted the strikes against Goku when he was stuck in the energy ball as a half strike each. It looked like he wasn't fully making contact with Goku, but the ball itself, and he was getting hit with the residual.
Yo, shout out for Sensible Saiyan for going frame by frame, calculating all this stuff. Because even if I were to do analysis videos like this, I wouldn't count the strikes. And he's doing it very articulate. Stuff like that. Shout out to him, bro.
Impact. Plus, I also counted that as a Ki Blast landed too on the sheet, so I think I made the right choice with how I interpreted that combo, but take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, the score is now tied at 19-19 heading into the 3rd round, and this round is crazy. Let's take a look. It starts off with Frieza saying he's been holding back, but before he turns it up, he tries scouting Goku. He wants to give him a chance to join him. Says under him he could live like a god, but I love this. He says, no way, I've got everything a man could ever want. See, that's that pure heart. Frieza's like, look, I know you've been holding back, what, 5, 10 times your strength? Bro, I've been sandbagging so hard, I've only used 1%. Here, let me show you 50.
Sheesh.
Goku actually can't believe it. He's like, nah, you're bluffing. That's not
that
possible.
bluff. I would
bro.
bluff.
Then Frieza hits the pose and powers up to 50%. Goku teleports behind them while his guard is down, but Frieza with the supreme confidence says, it's a shame, we could have been so good together. Okay, time out. I'm starting to think he was on that Diddy timing. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say there was no
Implication.
Goku slowly approaching but stops when he sees the ki charge. He's shook because he realizes he wasn't bluffing, bro. Frieza comes in with the elbow to the face that Goku
Oh my god. Anderson Silva, shout out.
couldn't even see.
Yo, those are painful, bro. Not that I took one to the face, but
He's stumbling.
You can
He's
tell.
on edge. Frieza again with the insane speed appears right behind him and sweeps his leg out
okay,
from
good sweep,
underneath
good
him.
sweep.
Grabs him by the neck and pulls him in for a backward elbow to the body that
Oh my god.
Frieza edge.
Wait.
Frieza
That was like
again with the
spinning
insane
elbow.
speed appears right behind him and sweeps his leg.
So he's got the
from
backward
underneath.
motion, catches
Grabs
it.
him by the neck and pulls him in for a backward elbow to the
Oh my god,
body
wow.
that Frieza.
It's some genius choreography,
He's
bro.
like, do you get it now?
I would
You
not
never
think
had
of
a
that.
chance. And he turns his back to him. What you're about to see now is a pure disrespect masterclass. Goku comes in with the body kick, but Frieza ducks under and sweeps both of his legs and literally lays flat on his stomach.
fuck?
Completely
Okay, I don't remember that.
vulnerable and lets him come close enough to throw a right hand, but right before he lands. Oh no, not the humiliation.
Oh my god, that disrespect. Okay, well, I just realized, bro. You know when boxers they put their hand behind their back, like Conor McGregor, and he just points forward, bro. In a real fight, MMA or something, just lying down like Frieza, just doing that as a oh god, bro. That is next level
Literally lays
disrespect.
flat
I mean, I guess the closest is like Nick Diaz, but
on his stomach,
bro.
completely vulnerable, and lets him come close enough to throw a right hand, but right before he lands. Oh no, not the humiliation ritual. It's not a Frieza battle unless he forces you into a humiliation ritual, bro. First it was Nail, then Piccolo, then what he did to Vegeta. Please don't let him get Goku too. No.
Why are you showing me all this?
He comes in again while Frieza has his back turned, but he gets countered with a kick to the face, double hammer fist, knee to the spine, tail to the body
Oh,
that
whoa.
ragdoll.
Something's going on here.
He comes in again while Frieza has his back turned, but he gets countered with a kick
Oh, a back kick. That's crazy. Oh
to
my
the
god,
face,
bro.
double hammer fist, knee to the spine.
I was thinking who does that? I think Joe Rogan does the best back kick. Oh my god.
Tail to the body
Okay, and then a knee to the spine. That's death right there. That's death. That's paralysis right there. Paralysis tag.
that
Tag.
ragdolls him. Goku tries to make a move here, but another headshot. Miss.
Roundhouse tails. Roundhouse tails. That's just so cool.
Miss. Look at this one. Right hand counter to the jaw. Kick to the back of the head. Wraps the tail around his neck again and tosses him. He comes up behind
Okay, just to say, Frieza wins round 3.
him.
There's nothing Goku
terrified,
can do.
tries to turn around, but right when he does, boom, right hook to the jaw. Then he comes up out of the ground with a punch to the spine and launches him into the water with his tail. He comes out of the water and after catching his breath, rushes in at Frieza and tries to
Ooh.
land a hook, but head kick lands for Frieza here.
Oh,
Another one.
nasty.
Elbow to the
Oh my god. Frieza did
water
his
with
own
tail.
drop
He
kick
comes out of the
against
water and after
Goku. That's
catching his breath,
crazy.
rushes in at Frieza and tries to land.
So that's the head kick right there. He's like, what? No follow-up? Yes, a heavy follow-up. He's still not knocked out. Oh my god, and then a knee to the face. God, that's a broken
Stuns
nose
Goku,
right there.
breaks his nose.
End the
He
fight. I
tries
would
to throw
end the
another
fight
hook,
right
but
there.
Look at this. Frieza turns away from the shot and counters with a tail strike to the jaw. While he's getting
He's really aiming for that face.
Massacred. We get a shot from King Kai's planet, so we can hear some commentary from Goku's boys. They got the fight pulled up on a stream, and Tien's like, I wouldn't
Russian
worry
stream
too
right
much
there.
about him. Remember, he's still got the Kaioken. And King Kai hits us with one of the most bone-chilling lines in the show. No, stop coping. You don't get it. Goku's been using the Kaioken attack the entire time, and he's still getting picked apart. Man. Then they show us some more exchanges, except this time, they actually show the bursts of aura from the Kaioken turning on and off. He's been using it pretty much this whole round, but they're just now making us aware of it. Look at this exchange. Frieza comes in and Goku uses a Kaioken to try and dodge, but still gets clipped by the short hook. He comes in with the hook that Frieza dodges, and he fires up the Kaioken again to just barely block this elbow.
Ooh. That's kind of risky. I would just block my face and just take whatever's down here, you know? That's...
But Frieza swoops
But
in
Goku's
with
got
the
that
elbow
reaction
to the
speed,
jaw.
so yeah.
Goku tries to come over the top, but look at the counter. Whoop! That's just a flurry.
That's... Bro, Frieza landed his elbow and he moved before Goku could react and do his own counter. That's
Big
crazy.
kicks, and just to show him, I can end you at any second. He split Namek in half here, and Goku just can't believe it. He's looking at Frieza and he's contemplating, what if I can't beat him? You gotta realize this is not something he ever contemplates when he's the last hope left. But Frieza was just built different. No other villain made the Z Fighters feel this level of just dread. And with that, round 3 comes to a close.
Oh, Frieza
Okay, so
for sure.
obviously
Maybe
this is a
10-8.
Frieza round,
Maybe 10-8.
And I actually scored it a 10-6. This is
What?
the widest score for a round.
Okay, just so you guys know, there's never been a 10-6 in history. Maybe boxing, maybe? 10-month system and kickboxing, Muay Thai, especially in the big organizations, I've never heard of a 10-6.
I've ever had on the channel so far. Guys, some of you in the comments, when I give a 10-9 round, will be like,
Oh, that should have been a 10-6.
no, this is a 10-6. You have to realize, I'm basing the
I would still
scoring
give it a
system
10-8.
off the real life scoring system for MMA and boxing. Obviously, it's not going to be a perfect comparison, but there's never been a single 10-6 round in MMA. And maybe not even a 10-7, not that I can remember. Maybe
Okay, then, Topuria versus Josh Emmett, and then I think a few other ones in the early UFC days.
with point deductions? I don't know. I'm just trying to get some of you who don't know to understand how rare this score is. Goku landed absolutely nothing, while Frieza landed 46 of 47
Yeah, no.
strikes and dropped and hurt him countless times. 10-6. The score is now 29-25 in favor of Frieza going into the 4th round.
Ooh-wee.
Goku needs a miracle just to make it to the last bell. Let's see if he does any better in the next round. Round 4 starts with Frieza coming in with a body shot and then spamming up top. Goku hits the dirt. Then Frieza soccer kicks him to the air, grabs him by the neck with his tail like he has been all fight, and throws him away like a piece of garbage. Knee to the body sends him to the ground, then a headbutt to the body ragdolls him some more.
Okay, headbutts are crazy. I don't know when I'm going to say it in a video, but headbutts are obviously illegal in boxing, kickboxing, MMA, especially the big promotions. But Lethway, I think that's the Myanmar martial art. I don't know how big it is internationally. I don't even know how big it is in the actual country of origin, but you can headbutt. And my God, if you can headbutt in a fight, obviously they're gonna headbutt a lot in a fight because it is so freaking broken. This is so thick, and if you condition this thick skull, it's gonna break every other bone in the body. Okay, it's gonna break the nose, it's gonna break the jaw, it's gonna break the orbital bone. It's crazy. And the thing about Lethway, if I'm not wrong, even if you get KO'd, okay, you get KO'd in boxing, the fight's over, right? The ref. If you get knocked out cold, you're stiff as a board. The ambulance already got the stretcher out. No. And Lethway, if you get knocked out, they'll still give you 3 minutes to recover. Okay? They give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And a lot of the time, you probably can stand up after getting knocked out in 3 minutes. But oh my God, bro, they already threw their life out of the. They already put their life on the line as soon as they, said they want to do Lethway. Okay, you can get away with it with like other combat sports where it's like, okay, maybe I'll just do it casually. Maybe I'll just stay amateur. Maybe I'll just retire super early. Or maybe if I get knocked out once, that's it. Okay, I'm not going to risk it. Lethway? Oh, no.
He gets up, but he gets smacked right back down. This is humiliating. Again, he gets back up and he's hurt.
Oh, you're just saying, if this is a fight with no rules, Frieza has a huge advantage of poking him in the eye. Well, I mean, they both do. But Frieza can literally kick him in the balls. I don't know why he hasn't done it yet. There's no rule saying he can't. Frieza's not the type of gentleman to do such a thing, so he could just honestly use his tail, kick him in the balls, and I think he might just win the fight just like that.
Really, really badly. He's on that Ronda Rousey clinch, clinch, clinch.
Oh, she's dead.
He snaps out of it. And
Shout out to Amanda Nunes.
I'm Goku. I don't quit. Frieza grabs him by the neck again and tosses him up in the air. Goku falls down in the water and wakes back up, gasping for air. He makes it to the surface to catch his breath, but look at Frieza with the ki blast. This is some of that timing I've been talking about. No sensing here.
Dang.
He's just that clean with it. Goku tries to get some air again, but this man is just keeping him pinned underwater. I alluded to this in the Piccolo vs Frieza fight, how good he is at this, but man, just in general, no other villain makes the planet they're on feel like their playground like Frieza did. Goku thinks he swam to a safe spot, but right as he's about to fill up his lungs with air, his head gets pushed back into the water and he's drowning. Just before he fades away, he thinks about what happens if he loses this fight. All of his loved ones getting killed by this tyrant, and it wakes him up. He powers up enough to get out of Frieza's grip, and he's pissed. The future
here we
of
go.
Gohan, Chi-Chi, the entire universe, it all depends on me. Here comes the Kaioken times 20, and I don't care if you're a million times stronger than me, I'm not gonna let them down. Who doesn't love this scene, man? Goku breaks Frieza's construct with a ki wave. He charges in and finally lands that hook. He's coming in. He's hungry. He wants some more, but
speed
Frieza
blitz,
dodges.
bro.
Then he hits him with the...
Yo, that's Z-Dub. That's OG right there.
Frieza blocks with his hand, but he's having a hard time holding it back. He's struggling. The veins on the forehead. He's working overtime for this one, but he neutralizes it with the ki blast. The burst of power is gone,
man.
and Frieza took no damage except some burn marks on his hand. Gohan and Krillin are wondering how it's possible that Frieza just tanked that, and Piccolo just accepts reality. He's like, it's over, bro. King Kai was right the whole time. We never had a chance. Goku's thinking, man, he really might be invincible. Listen, guys, there will never be another Frieza. At this point of the series, the Kaioken always cooked. Always. And now Goku at his very best and the most motivated he's ever been couldn't even hurt him while he was at 50% with it. We kind of take it for granted now after seeing all the power-ups and transformations later in the show, but at the time, this was just ridiculous. I don't care how much they try to escalate it, there will never be another Frieza. He comes in with the headbutt, then he walks up to him and up kicks him to the face. Kick to the body. Here comes a ki blast just to scare him, followed by another head kick. Goku, unconscious in the water, wakes up to catch a breath, and Frieza grabs him by the collar, but he's still coughing up water.
Okay, there's not much to break down anymore. Frieza's just being so dominant.
And gets it on bro's face. He throws him off in rage and then stomps his carcass.
Oh, okay. So body kicks on the ground. They're legal. I think every MMA organization, if they're on the ground, a grounded opponent, you can kick their body, but not their head. Okay, I think one championship in Ryzen, you can kick the head. The soccer kicks to the head, and they are brutal. They are brutal. There's a whole debate like it should be legal because it makes the fight end earlier, so the opponent doesn't sustain more damage. You know, just end the fight early like that.
The next clip we see is Goku sent flying with his tail
Is that a
strike.
knee?
He gets up and he's on the verge of quitting, but then a vision of Vegeta talking to him in his head motivates him. This is an emotional roller coaster.
Okay, just to break down the body of what happened to Goku, he's definitely had a lot of... I think the left and his right side of his rib cage is completely broken. It's shattered. It's shattered. His jaw's broken from all the tail, what did he do again? I think he did like a tail roundhouse to his jaw. His jaw's broken. His nose is broken from that knee earlier, from that 10-6 round. So Goku shouldn't be able to breathe properly. He can only breathe through his mouth, and it will hurt to breathe because his lungs, his ribcage bone has probably pierced his lungs. So we got to take that into consideration too.
They're really pulling out all of the stops to motivate him with this one. His desire to face the biggest challenge possible, his desire to protect the loved ones, and now even his desire to beat Frieza because he's the last hope of his entire race.
Hold on, that's not canon.
Frieza tries to scare him with another ki blast here, but it's comeback time. He dips down under this head kick and
Okay, Goku's still got something going on.
comes back with a hook kick. Frieza
Oh, wow. It's like a spinning hook kick, but basically a hook kick. I guess if you're Frieza, I think your best thing is to just jump if you can jump. You got the energy for it. Normally, I would, if I was Frieza, I would duck. So I'm already in the pocket and then strike, but he's up, so I think he knows Goku isn't going to follow up.
Ups
But
up
look
to
at
dodge
this.
it and tries to throw while he has the high ground, but Goku blocks. Okay,
He
now
just
he's
has enough
coming in with
energy
the
to block.
offense. High kick with the left hand behind it.
Damn. Poor Goku, broken ribs. All right. Okay.
Clean. Flurry of hooks and straights and a high kick, low kick. Everything is getting blocked, but at least Frieza isn't in control here. This combo repeats multiple times, and we see the hands inching closer and closer to connect.
Yep. If you're desperate, sometimes if you want to win a round, just go for the pressure. Because at least it evens it out a little bit, you know?
But Frieza finds his spot and slips on the outside of this right hand
Those forearms, bro.
to come back with a double hammer fist count.
Oh, on the spot. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Goku's spine is broken. He should be paralyzed as well.
Counter. Goku is grounded again, and Frieza pops him with a ki blast to the shoulder, then the knee,
Okay, broken shoulder, broken knee.
and then he starts seasoning him like he did the Piccolo and Simon Cowell. Here's a big one that Goku barely blocks. He comes back up and Gohan's like,
My dad's getting destroyed out there.
with that, round 4 comes to a close. Another Frieza round in the books. Another dominant round too, but this one I'm gonna score a 10-7. Slightly better for Goku. Let's look at the stat sheet.
Okay.
He at least landed one good shot and had 2 moments of real resistance. But again, he got put through the meat grinder. Almost got finished multiple times and got dominated for like 90% of the round. The score is now 39-32 for Frieza going into the last round. I never imagined a scorecard could be this wide, and for a fight that was 1 apiece before the 3rd round, that's crazy. Goku can only win this one with a finish. Let's take a look at the 5th and final round. Round 5 starts with Goku lifting his arms and focusing, while Frieza is just confused. My man's charging for the Spirit Bomb. Krillin's explaining to Piccolo how the move draws energy from all of the life on the planet, and Piccolo's like,
So you're telling me there's a chance?
but planet Namek isn't close to having enough energy. Goku is focusing on drawing energy from surrounding planets and stars.
He needs a
He's bringing out
finish.
the heavy artillery. The gang notices the energy forming and they're on edge, but Frieza has no clue. Remember, he can't sense ki, so he thinks Goku's doing a magic trick with the water, that he's taking a break, or that he just lost his mind. Meanwhile, they're showing all living things contributing to juicing up the attack. They did not have to do Dende like this though, come on. Look at the energy from the stars coming in like, hold on bro, hold on, we got you. This was crazy. Frieza's like, when are you gonna quit stalling? My patience is growing thin. And Goku's just like, almost there, Frieza. Then he just starts laughing at him. Bro, don't antagonize
Oh, you remember what I said earlier? Remember what I said earlier about the whole manga thing and the adaptation? If you actually were fighting a galaxy level fight, of course you want to stall to take your breather. Goku actually did it. It's in law now. It's
Make
in
up a
law. I just
story,
realized.
Do something. Just don't laugh at him right now. Of course, this pisses him off, and he comes in and lands a knee to the head. Goku gets up and starts laughing again while he raises his arms to keep gathering energy. Still laughing, backhand to the face. Frieza peppers him with a flurry that drops him again. He's so close to gathering the energy. Just stall him somehow. Surely he won't laugh a 3rd time. Bruh. Frieza's peppering Goku again because he's being
Oh my god, Rickman. I feel like he's framing him with the legs and then he's just going back and forth.
a
The whole rotation too.
moron, while Gohan and Krillin are giving Piccolo their energy so he
Oh
can
my
step in and
God,
help,
bro.
because bro is about to mess up their one chance. Ain't no way, he's still laughing.
Bro, he's got a freaking chin.
Frieza launches a ki blast and it's not funny anymore. He sends him into the lake, and when he gets out, Frieza is right there waiting for him. Piccolo's still gathering energy. Then Frieza finally notices the Spirit Bomb from the reflection on the water and realizes that's what Goku's been doing this whole time. Piccolo is done gathering energy. Frieza points his finger at Goku, but Goku tries to surprise him with the right hand, but it gets caught easily. Here comes the finger again. He's gonna blow his brains out this time like he should have done 2 rounds ago. But look at Piccolo coming in hot. Boom! He catches Frieza off guard.
Oh my god, bro, that's some aura level shit. Bro, he went flying with that too. Look at that. I think it's a
with a huge
dynamic
head kick
entry,
that
bro.
sends him
I don't even know the
flying.
technical name for that.
Best
It's just
shot
dynamic
landed on
entry.
him since that boot to the face in round 1. Goku's back up and he keeps gathering energy for the Spirit Bomb. Timeout. I'm taking 2 points away from Goku here for obvious reasons. And really, this should be a disqualification, but I'm a corrupt referee. It is what it is. Frieza comes out of the water
Wait, there were rules? Okay.
pissed. Piccolo is taking a dookie in his pants. He's like, throw it, Goku, throw it.
Let go!
But it's not ready. He needs a little more time. Again with Dende's carcass. You ain't getting any energy from that. Piccolo has no choice, so he comes up to Frieza to stall. He fires a ki blast volley at him. Is this legal?
Shush.
Nope. But hey, I didn't see nothing. Frieza comes up behind him and grabs him by the shoulder. Piccolo's like,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Oh
while
my
he's getting
god.
cooked, Goku is still not ready.
Oh.
But just before Frieza bodies him, Gohan and Krillin each shoot a blast at him. Again, I didn't see a thing. Frieza realizes this whole thing is rigged against him, and he's like, man, screw this, I'm just gonna wipe everybody out at once. He charges the death ball and flies up because he's just about to blow up the planet. And honestly, I don't blame him one bit. But the energy from the stars finally came through, and the spirit bomb is complete. Goku launches it, and the death ball just gets completely engulfed in the attack. Frieza is shook, and he takes the bomb head on, but it's overpowering him. He's being pushed back, and his eyes are bloodshot. He's screaming in pain right before the energy explodes. He got caught. There's a massive shockwave followed by a huge crater in the ocean that starts to fill.
Shout out to Leon Edwards 2022.
Goku and Piccolo made it out alive, and the Z Fighters reunite and celebrate their win. They think they finally took him out, but Frieza pulls up, beaten and battered, but still alive and beyond angry. He snipes Goku with the death beam, but Piccolo saves his life by taking the blast.
Oh, that cover
then
change.
Frieza shoots Krillin with the energy, lifts him up into the air, about to kill him. Goku's begging him to stop, but Frieza just laughing before he blows him up into a million pieces. Then we get the best moment in Dragon Ball history as round 5 comes to a close. Goku turning into a Super Saiyan for the very first time. No need to even talk about this one, you all know. So we're done with part 1 of this epic clash, and I'm gonna give you the official result. Frieza wins in the 5th round via disqualification. Goku was disqualified when Piccolo saved his life that last death beam. Hey, calm down, calm down. I have to keep some integrity here. Look, I'm just as biased as you. I wanted to go to the scorecards, but I can't justify that many interruptions, bro. Besides, he would have won by a mile either way. Don't worry, they are gonna run this back immediately. But just for fun, let's take a look at the stats for round 5. Frieza landed an insane amount of shots while he was peppering Goku early on, but Goku landed the Spirit Bomb, which was lethal. That one thing alone would have probably made this only a 10-9 round for Frieza if it went to the scorecards. Well, 10-7 after the point deductions. There, if I didn't disqualify Goku, he would have lost 39-49.
Oh, that might be more nasty.
Stats for the fight overall. Wow, what an absolute slaughter. 219 strikes landed and 20 ki blasts. I know Frieza was sandbagging, but still, this has got to be the most durable Goku's ever been in a fight. Also, I can't believe he only landed 24 strikes and 2 ki blasts. That's wild. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you want to see a part 2 next. I hope part 1 delivered. Subscribe if you're new, and run up the likes.
Oh my god, if you haven't watched, I recommend you actually watch this before watching my reaction, just for the sake of, supporting Sensible Saiyan. Give him the view first, and then, you can watch me as a second opinion. So let me give a rundown. Okay, let's have a rundown of what happened. Goku and Frieza fought. They both didn't know their power level, their skill level. So of course they played it conservative, and that's when you could really break down the technicality. That's kind of what I expected as well. So round 1, round 2, that's basically what happened. But as you can see, Goku started losing a bit. He ran out of energy. He got a little bit reckless. He tried to show his defense, but Frieza, he didn't know what to think. So he showed a bit of his weapons, right? He showed his advantages. So he showed the tail. The tail's actually working. He showed his telekinesis, all that other stuff, his speed. And then Frieza had a moment. So round 3 onwards, Frieza was just like, I understand it now. I understand it now. So he just started dominating, nothing else to break down. He was just winning the freaking thing. So yeah, that was a good breakdown. But I want to watch the freaking part 2 right now. But for the sake of the video, make sure to like and subscribe for me to react to part 2 as well. So, I'm actually being an actual YouTuber now. I'm giving you incentives. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see if we'll do part 2. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. If this gets to 1,000 likes, then we'll do part 2.